windows that were right next to each other when you lived on Mount Vernon?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Would you wave?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So even when you said goodnight, she went into her house and you went
I
into...
walked across the driveway 2 hours. And I usually keep the hot stove unlocked so that I could get in there if I had to. I had to escape without interrupting anybody in the kitchen. They were good old days.
How old were you when you met Mom?
I'd say 14 or 15.
That's something.
Yeah.
And you met her in school, or you met her...
Katie, she came to visit our friend Katie,
Katie Levine, yeah.
who whose brother was one of my best friends, Sid.
Sid Levine.
Yeah.
I remember him. Did he go to school with you?
Yeah. One of the triumvirate or quadruplet, whatever. He was one of 4 close friends.
And I do remember Sid and Katie and Mrs. Levine.
Yeah. She was in the Foreign Service. We met her in Madrid right after the first exploration of the satellites landed on the moon, was it?
That'd be 69, 1969. Yeah. That's pretty neat, meeting her over there.
Yes, we were in Madrid, but they had a big parade of space exploration. We were celebrating. Wow.
I remember a story. You were down in Georgia Tech,
Right?
and you came up to came back home, and you said something to Katie's mother, Mrs. Levine.
Like what?
What was it?
Pardon?
I think you said something like, "How you all doing?" or something.
Oh. Yeah, I said something with a Georgia twang, I guess, in the 6 months I was at, no, 6 months, 2.5 years that I was in Georgia. I picked up the local dialect, which of course you do. Yeah.
What'd she say?
So I said something about, how are y'all? Something in that vein. So I took an awful ribbon about being a rebel, but good-natured ribbon. You got a great memory there.
I remember that story, yeah.
One of a million.
So was it tough in Georgia Tech? Because was it tough being a Yankee in Georgia? And
I didn't find it that way.
that's good.
Everybody was friendly. Everybody was going to school. Everybody was trying to evade going into the army and drafted.
So what prompted you to enlist?
I did not enlist.
You didn't. That's news. I thought you did.
No.
You're not.
Was it? We were told as prospective engineers we should enlist in this ASTP program, which would keep us out of the Army and allow us to finish our college and then go in the Army. Of course, they missed a step along the way, and when they needed people, when they needed people to fill in for soldiers that died, then we found ourselves all of a sudden on a bus, and they took us out to, I think that's when I went to Cincinnati.
Oh, wow.
And so we were sworn into the Army, and
So they
started going.
kind of flim-flammed
We
you.
weren't drafted, we were yanked by the throat.
It was a
Yeah,
little bit of a con. They
Yeah.
said, sign up for this thing, it'll keep you out of the forces, and then it indirectly did
So
the
that's
opposite.
The last time you put any belief in the government's word.
Yeah, yeah.
You delegated to the trenches.
and how long did it take you to become a sergeant, or were you a sergeant because of your college education?
No, we went in as privates, and
Yeah.
we stayed as privates unless you were fortunate enough to take a liking to this trainee sergeant or vice versa.
Wow.
So that was probably, after about a year, I became a corporal, and then after 2.5 years, I became a sergeant, tech sergeant, they call it.
2.5 years.
That was it.
Wow.
And not even in the States for a year before they shipped you out.
So about 3 months in Texas, 3 months in Cincinnati, and 3 months in Missouri, all just waiting for the need for soldiers, for bodies.
Yeah. And did they try to get you to re-enlist when it was over?
Of course,
Yeah.
I wouldn't re-enlist for $1 million, and that was a lot of money then, no more,
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well as today.
Now you were out in the Philippines, right?
Right.
Was that so? When did they ship you out? What year?
40, when did they ship me out? 44. I was
44.
out of the country from 44 to 46. That's when the war was over.
2 years. So that was
I think,
before
something like that.
D-Day, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
was
D-Day
45.
was no D-Day. What year was D-Day? I know it was June 6th, but was that?
was Europe.
Yeah, was that 45 or? That was 44, right?
I think that was 45.
Okay.
I don't really remember. All I know is it was springtime when we touched off that big boat down the ladder.
D-Day really didn't put an end to the war in the Pacific at all.
No.
In fact, it was,
surprised
yeah.
to hear it's 46 because everybody says World War II ended in 45.
Well,
Interesting.
yeah.
When was Nagasaki? Hiroshima
Um,
or Hiroshima?
I asked him that. He said he called it Hiroshima. That
Yeah.
was back in the 40s.
Yeah.
Christine, you're on. Can you look up a date? Hiroshima
Sure.
or Nagasaki or a bomb in Japan or
Because that was the end of the war, definitively, right?
yeah,
Not long
the,
after.
yeah. But Dad was over there long after that,
That's interesting.
and I heard that the Japs, they didn't have that great of communications.
I had heard that too. Some people still were fighting the war.
They were dug in caves and
Hiroshima was August 6th, 1945. Nagasaki was August 9th, 1945.
3 days apart. Wow.
so in the summer of 45, it's almost a year today, almost, huh? A day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Hiroshima anniversary, 1945.
Wow.
So you were in the Pacific. You were probably in the Philippines in August of 45.
Yes, we were in the Pacific because we were headed for. They had just put the fleet together for the invasion of Japan, and we were heading for the battle zone.
Do you remember when they dropped the bomb? What did they talk about it?
And all I know is we were on board a pig boat heading north at the same time. So it was imminent invasion.
You were heading to Japan, and when the bomb, did you ever notice anything or hear anything or flash a light or?
With what? My telephone wasn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have a telephone.
Yeah,
I didn't have
yeah.
those kind of things.
I was gonna ask, did you guys even know what had happened
Did you? Did you know it had happened?
when you were on the boat?
Did you know that they had dropped the bomb?
No,
Nobody knew.
not until they wanted us to know, which is just before we got to see Japan.
Good thing.
Yeah.
So,
So there was no troop invasion of Japan because of the bomb?
yeah, Hirohito surrendered.
That's right.
I don't know. I think it took. He didn't surrender on the 6th or the 7th or the 8th. So he surrendered probably on the 10th.
So had Japan conquered the Philippines? Was that why the U.S. troops were going out there? Had Japan conquered the Philippines? Was that why the U.S.
yeah.
troops were going out there? Yeah.
You remember my friend Lyman?
Yeah, Abbott. Yeah.
Lyman Abbott, his brother was in the military, and he was in the Philippines, and he was captured by the Japs, and he was put into the long march from Philippines, from Upper Philippines to the center of Philippines to a war camp, and he died there.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
That's what you pick up from listening, overhearing.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Now the Philippines are mad at us.
I know. They've got a real bloodthirsty dictator,
Yeah.
murderer, is running the Philippines.
I'm uninformed.
Trump loves him. It does.
Big surprise there.
And the Philippines were so friendly to the United States after the war.
They should have been.
Yeah, no kidding.
Their country was under terrible oppression from the Japanese captures, who were mean sons of bitches.
So, Hirohito basically did the same thing as Hitler as far as conquering other islands and lands around the area.
Right.
I wasn't clear on that. I knew that they joined the Axis. I knew that Japan joined the Axis. I didn't think they were
I think
marching into other...
the first thing they did, I think the first aggression that the Imperial Japanese Army did was China.
Oh, wow.
They just took their boats over to China and wreaked havoc.
Oh, geez.
Isn't that right? In the 30s,
Yeah.
they invaded China, I think.
So was China Japanese owned for a while, like occupied?
Was that that must have been a successful invasion?
It's pretty crazy because Chinese
It wasn't
military
our
was
business.
outnumbered.
Yeah, we stayed out of it. Yeah.
Once, at one time. The rest of the scrapes would get into our own fault.
Do you remember the pro-war or anti-war fever here in the States when you were in the States before you joined up? Like somebody as beloved as what was his name? No, the flyer, the guy.
Lindbergh.
Lindbergh, Charles Lindbergh, became a voice against joining the war effort.
Oh, yeah, he was a Nazi.
Yeah, do you remember that time?
Of course. That was in the 30s, I think. Wasn't it?
Yeah. So you were in college,
Probably.
and probably too busy studying to pay a lot of attention to the.
That's right, Jimmy. You know what school is like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to graduate, you want to be somebody, you want to get all the knowledge you can so you can get a little bankroll. So we all went to college in high hopes.
Yeah. So your family and probably, did you know that Hitler hated the Jews in the 30s?
But
Did you and everybody around you know that Hitler was a racist against Jews?
I think so. Everybody just evaded the issue because they didn't want to get involved. And nobody believed about the gas chambers and all that stuff. Because it was repressed by Roosevelt.
Yeah,
Roosevelt.
yeah, something I saw in the Holocaust Museum.
Someday somebody will come up with the reason why he evaded any involvement
Wow.
or admitting or announced it. We did have radios.
But he did also want the U.S. to get involved. But
Probably did. It was something that most of us, maybe their Zachary Christine, with time they will evolve.
the story will come out.
The romanticized story is that Roosevelt did want to get involved, but his hands were tied, and so unfortunately people argue that he might have known about Pearl Harbor but went ahead with it because of the arrangement of the votes being different than
Yeah.
it would have been.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I think the arrangement might have been different to maximize casualties, so that they would get involved in the war. But I don't know.
yeah.
It
People,
might be BS. You know, you never know.
no, I think there's books on it. Yeah,
I don't know
about
why he felt like his hands were tied, but I guess it's because there was probably just enough anti-war sentiment.
yeah.
It's like polarized.
And it must have really polarized the country. So you got all the German people who are naturally proud that their country, who had been through a war and lost, even though they were American, up until the Nazis, they still had a spot for Germany, just like Jews have a spot for Israel, or even because
Even after World War One, because that was equally bad. I mean,
Yeah, it
the
was.
way British soldiers were killed, mustard gas and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, it was. The Huns.
What time is it? Anybody want to watch on?